not near as aggressive as a chisel plow would be, but it will tear that ground out pretty good. We're hoping if we open the ground up here, it'll dry out better, and then we can haul manure, and we'll end up running a vertical tillage tool over it yet before we plant. Then that's worked pretty good for us the last few years here, so we keep doing it. I'm down here at the bottom of the home farm. This is a 10-acre field here, and then got 13 or so acres across the lane here on the other side. We'll start here. Ready to plant here. Our custom guy just showed up with the vertical tillage tool. It's a Salford tool. It has vertical discs that it just kind of smooths the ground out, knocks and breaks up the chunks. And so I'll give you a quick shot of that. So we ran over this with the Gen-Till, and it kind of made big clumps and helped the ground dry out, but it was definitely not good for planting. And then we hold manure, and so just running over with this vertical tillage smooths it out a little bit and makes a pretty solid seed bed here. We're gonna go finish getting this planter loaded up, and then I can start planting. We just finished planting beans this morning, and we're switching the planter back over to corn again. So have just a few things we got to change, and one of them here is the population. These gears here will control the population, so you change the size of these sprockets and it'll control how fast the meters are run. All right, we got the seed poured in here, and we put this seed coat on. It's called. It is a fertilizer. That's just gonna help the seed get going. We put a little bit of graphite in just to lubricate the meter, and we just stir it up a little bit here. Got the seed loaded. Now let's go put fertilizer in. I don't have auto steer or anything, so I gotta keep the marker down and be watching that the whole time. What we have in these fertilizer tanks, the outside two are connected. And those are for these front pieces here. These are just for fertilizer, and they're 2 inches beside where the seed rows are. And that is for liquid nitrogen or UAN, 30% UAN. We're running through that. And then the center tank here is a starter fertilizer, and it goes right on top of the seed. Comes out of the end of the seed farmer. And so I'll just show you real quick. If you're not familiar with corn planters, this is a no-till planter. We are planting in slightly tilled ground now, but we can plant in ground that's not tilled at all. This is the row cleaner, and it's gonna just get some of the trash away from where the seed's gonna be put. And then we have there's 2 discs here that make a little trench. They meet at the bottom here, and they'll just dig a little trench. This here is the gauge wheel, controls the seed depth. And then the seed tube is right here, and it'll just come out. And this is the seed firmer here, and then the fertilizer tube comes to the end here, comes around top of the seed. And then we have the closing wheels, and these will just push the soil back together. And then there's a chain that drags across the back. And then up here, as far as the metering of the seed, that's done up here in the bottom of the seed box, and it's controlled by there's a shaft that runs the whole way across and over to this sprocket here. And this is driven by the wheels then up here. When you drop it down, those wheels turn, and so the seed comes out according to how fast you're driving. And then to control the fertilizer, we have these 2 pumps. This pump here is for the outside 2 tanks for these fertilizer discs in the front, and then this pump right here is for the center one. The guy who was running this thing had to go, so he left it here, and he said we can finish if he doesn't get back in time. Dad did most of this field here, but I'm gonna finish it up quick. I would take this tractor. It's got the IVT transmission, so it adjusts the RPMs automatically. Something I'm not used to. We went through and spread a bunch of manure on these fields here this week. I didn't really work at that too much because I was planting, but we got a nice thick layer of manure, and then this thing's doing a good job just working that in a little bit and breaking up the clumps that were there from the Gen-Till. And I really like how it finishes. So each row has a sensor in it saying if the seed's coming through. And you can see right there, there's 6 black dots, boxes there blinking. That's showing that seed's coming. And if one stops, it'll beep at me real loud, let me know that we're running low on seed. Definitely an important aspect. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Sorry I couldn't get a lot of camera angles and stuff for you. Just kind of have to focus and keep moving here. Got about 5 acres left, and that should be it for the year that I'm planting. I appreciate you guys watching. See you later.